get it. Let's get it. So we at the marketplace, and we about to go talk to some people, interview some people, and see what they say. So let's get it. Really sweet. Yeah, this man good too though.
So which one?
I want to try this. Look.
Okay, go ahead. You can stick it in. A little bit goes a long way.
Right here?
Yep.
Rub it around my body.
And smell it while it's on your skin.
Yeah, that smells real good right there. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Would you like some more?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I just want to make sure you like the rest.
Oh, absolutely. You gonna have me get one of these cougars up in here, smelling like this. How y'all doing? So you have Pharaoh, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Val Barnett.
Nice to meet you. So, what is the name of your brand?
It's named Immerse.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, so Immerse is a handmade, artisan curated product company. We're all natural, coconut oil free, and we're also a very eco-friendly company.
Eco-friendly. Can you explain a little bit more about that for people that may not know about, eco-friendly products?
Yeah. So we're very conservative in terms of our water consumption when we make our products.
Okay.
We are all natural.
Okay.
And then we're also very conscious of our packaging to make sure it's recyclable.
Wow, I love that. And so I'll ask you, if someone was to come over here, what would be like something you'll recommend them?
Yeah. So people really love our body butters. They're on the thicker side. They're made up of 3 different butters. They smell amazing. Our most popular one is called Sexy.
Okay.
Amongst males, Yummy is really popular as well. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. I would recommend they try it on their skin and smell how it smells with their body chemistry.
Okay. And where can the people find you at?
You can find us online at getimmerse.com, and you can also shop Immerse on Amazon.
There you have it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So you have Pharaoh, and who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Marge. I'm the owner and the CEO and designer of LL Couture Unisex Hats.
We love it. So we saw these hats, we was recording, and we was like, we may have to sit down and have a conversation with us. So can you explain a little bit about your hats?
Yes. Well, I started out making shoe accessories and fascinators. Fascinators are the little hats that they wear at Derby or the movie Bridgerton. You see them walking around with the real fancy hats. So I started out making those. My mentor is a master milliner. She trained over in Paris, but she does work for movies, and she was out in California. So I saw a fascinator, and I asked the promoter, who made that? And she said, oh, I'll tell you, Miss Celeste Smith. So she hooked me up, and I sat under her for 2 years, and she taught me how to sew and how to make hats.
Wow.
So I came out with the men's line 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
For the men's line. But we've been in business since 2012.
And what kept you going with it? Because you could have easily gave up.
Oh, well, I'm a Capricorn, and I'm from Jersey, so we don't do that. Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
So I didn't, people look good when they put on, a hat. You put it on, and they literally look in the mirror, and you morph into somebody else. I saw all the men in my family growing up with hats on.
Okay.
And, back in the 50s and 60s, when you put a hat on, that means you had some prestige. You had some gumption about yourself. You know what I'm saying? On Sundays, everybody dressed up, even if they didn't go to church. So a hat was like a staple. So I love to see people look good. So you put a hat on. We don't do bonnets and all that. You put a hat on, and you walk out the house, and it's just a sense of confidence, and style.
What would you tell beginners that's not familiar with these type of hats?
You can hit us up and get sized, or you can follow us. But I would suggest that you go to a hat shop and just try on different sizes, because we have short brim, stingy brim, straw, wool. It just depends on how you feel when you put it on, and you want to make sure that it fits. So when you put it on, you just don it, and if it stays, that's what you wear.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can people wear them? Like, you wear them dress-wise,
Anything.
casual?
Anything. You can follow. I have rappers that wear my stuff. You can put on a sweatsuit, and you can still put on a fedora, and it just pops. You know what I'm saying? So, or you can put a suit on and put a tuxedo on, and it just pops. So it just depends. Yeah.
And where can the people find you at?
On Instagram, I am LL Couture. It's a white lion. LLCOUTURE unisex hats. It's a white lion with LL Couture underneath. On Facebook, I am Set It Off dash LL Couture because I didn't want to give up my followers. They've been following me since 2012. That is actually my picture of me wearing a hat and also my grandfather. My grandmother, her middle name is Lynette Louise, so I named the business after her and I because she taught me how to sew. Couture means hand sew, so Lynette Louise Couture. But her father wore hats all the time, which is my great grandfather. So yeah.
Well, here you have it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank
So
you.
you have Pharaoh, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Okay, so my name is Charisse Kelly, but my artist name is Fimblicasso. And I'm from Houston, Texas.
Oh, H-Town.
H-Town,
Let's
right,
get it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm from New Orleans, so.
Okay, that's what's up. You right next door. You know what I'm saying? That's our backyard, yeah. So yeah, so I've been painting since '93,
Okay.
and I'm back and forth between like Houston and Atlanta, and I ship everywhere. And I've been doing art for like since I've been doing art since '93, but I actually got real serious in like 2013 because I had a car accident, and so I was a bartender and I was a waitress, and I had a car accident. I fell asleep at the wheel going home from work, and I quit my job the next day and went straight into full-time artistry. So,
Wow.
because that was a wake up call. That was God shaking me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I've been painting full time. I used to be a muralist for Houston Independent School District for like 8 years, and then when the pandemic happened, it kind of like shifted me back into fine art because of the fact that there was no kids in the school, so that was kind of like my inspiration.
Okay.
Is
Wow.
the kids.
Dang.
So I'm actually in the process of getting my 4th degree right now. For it's a master's in
Congratulations.
fine art. Thank you so much. On a scholarship.
Yep,
Thank
okay.
you.
Hey, we
Them
love
4.0.
that.
All
All right, we love it.
So my goal is to basically continue to mentor young artists and show them different ways to like come out and really just kind of capture the artistry of being able to be a full-time artist.
Okay.
And just understanding. So I'm writing some ebooks and doing some stuff like that, and just teaching the skills and the things that I've learned in my experience and showing them how they can do it too.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And my extra question. So you have this board that's plain.
Yeah.
As an artist, how can you even come up with something just blank like this?
Man, honestly, like a lot of times I dream a lot of different stuff. And then I also, when I'm doing different events like this one, so this one is being put on by Omega Sci-Fi. So being that I'm a Delta, and so I look at the similarities of the things that would attract the people, and so majority of the people you're gonna have here are gonna be Omega. So I think of it from a business standpoint. Why would you be at an Omega event and not do an Omega piece? And you do that piece live, so they can feel like, oh man, she did that like right on the spot. They like that excitement, right?
Like that.
So that's what I be, kind of thinking about, and I try to share that wisdom with like other artists when I invite them to like different events. And sometimes it works, sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. But at the end of the day, I did my part. I shared my information, and I'm always gonna set myself up for the win.
Come on, we love to hear it.
I'm gonna always give myself the alley-oop. So yeah, that's pretty much where I be coming from with like just trying to create that excitement of not just sitting here and just trying to sell art, but actually like showing people like this is what I do every day and this is how I do it, and so you get like a glimpse. So I do this like all the time. So when I tell you like my artistry is like everything, I go to homecoming and paint at homecoming and raffle off the pieces at homecoming, and then a portion of the proceeds go to scholarships. Yes.
That's genius.
Yes, because of the fact that like homecoming, like you out there for like 3-4 days of kicking it. I can't be idle that long. So I was like, ooh, let me just paint at homecoming. So for the last 3-4 years, I painted at homecoming and literally have made over $10,000 to give the scholarships.
Wow.
Because you gotta have a purpose.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And you gotta take your purpose and you gotta make it kind of work together to where I'm excited, I'm happy about what I do. People are excited about what they see, and at the same time, I'm still being impactful to my community. So
this is awesome.
Thank you.
And where can the people find you at?
Man, you can find me on Instagram at Fimblicasso. So that's FEMME BLAICASSO. Femblacasso. I am the only one. You know what I'm saying? I trademark my name, so that's all about that business.
Yes,
and you can find me on Instagram. Please DM me. I do commissions. Sometimes I kind of stop the commissions because I got so much work going on. I ship worldwide. Holla at me. Come find your girl.
Come find your girl. You heard that. And thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
You too. Hey, that was awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Whenever you're ready. No rush.
Hi, my name is Debbie Green. I'm with the Virtual Dispensary.
In the field. So you have Pharaoh, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Debbie, and I am with the Virtual Dispensary.
Nice to meet you, Miss Debbie. Can you explain a little bit about that virtual dispensary?
We are going to be an industry disruptor. We're actually able to sell, we're going to be called the Amazon of cannabis, where we can have over 100 different products, all THC, hemp derived, Delta 9, Delta 8, Delta 10, all federally legal, and it can be drop shipped directly to your home, ordered online. And we also have like another little flavor to it. If you decide that you want to be a virtual dispensary owner as well, there's also a business opportunity as well. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the inspiration behind of it? Because you know when you think about cannabis, some people get a little turned off. So
Yes.
can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I'm not necessarily a cannabis user,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, but I am also 420 friendly
Okay.
and 420 proud, right? Cannabis has been stigmatized for far too long.
Come on.
It is a natural plant. It grows from the earth. This is what God gives us. And and we all understand why it's been stigmatized, because the government hasn't been able to get their hands into it. But now, because of the 2018 Farm Bill, our company has been able to manufacture, cultivate, and produce these products that stay compliant with the 2018 Farm Bill. We've got over 100 different products. All can be sold online and then come directly to your home without holding any inventory.
And for the people that don't know, what can some of this be good for?
Well, we don't like to make any medical claims, okay? Because we're not doctors.
Right, correct.
But there are people that have cancer, fibromyalgia, depression, migraines, bloating, periods, all of that. So all of these products, when used in different ways, have medicinal applications to it. So it's just something that is that people are opening up a lot more to, rather than having the pharmaceutical drugs, being addicted to the drugs. And one other thing that I would like to say about the business, because this is coming directly from the manufacturer, from the plug, you have the confidence in knowing that these products all are clean and they come directly from the manufacturer, because many of us that want to use the product that take it off the street, you don't know where you're getting your product from, and you don't know what's being put into that. So this is the comfort that it gives you.
Good information.
Yeah. Thank you.
And where can the people find you?
Oh, you can find me at 420friendly.world.
There you have it. Y'all come through, and thank you again. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. So you have Pharaoh, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I am Frida.
Nice to meet you, Miss Frida. So you can go ahead on and explain what's in front of us right now.
Okay. I'm a one-stop shop for jewelry. I have everything you need. I have sterling silver rings. I have the stainless steel necklaces, very, very quality made. And I'm at most festivals around Atlanta.
Okay.
So I'll be at Atlanta Jazz Festival next week.
Next week? Oh, yeah.
Next week. Yes, I will. So just come on by, and I got what you need. Also, what else was I going to say? So you can find me on Instagram, Creative Me Company, and I'm on Facebook, Creative Me Company. So, yeah, just look for me. And like I said, I have what you need.
And one question.
Yes.
I see this long table of stuff.
Yes.
Can you tell me just a little bit of inspiration about your brand?
Okay, so I was inspired by my daughter because she sells jewelry as well. And I love seeing all the packages go to places around the country. and out of the country as well. So I would just be inspired, like, oh my God, this is going to Paris, this is going to Germany.
Wow.
I'm like, I gotta do this. And she like kind of helped me get on. So now I'm bigger than her. Now look, now she's a big brand as well, but you know, I had to overdo it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your
All
time.
right, thank you.
So you have Pharaoh, and who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Tamron Davenport.
Ooh, thank you. Your face glows.
Thank you.
Your energy glows. So I know your product glows. Everything
sir.
about your brand. So can you tell the people a little bit about it?
Yes, so my product is called Positive Outlook Grooming. It is a vegan men's grooming product line.
Vegan.
It's vegan because I want you all to live a longer, healthier, prosperous life.
Yes, well.
Yes. And I also lost my father, older brother, baby brother, and stepmom to a plane crash that my father was flying when I was 13. So I wanted to give back to black men to help them live longer than they did, and to also make sure that I give homage to them because they love me so much, and I put all of my love in my products for you all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow. Oh my gosh. So the name,
Yeah.
Positive Outlook Grooming.
Yeah,
Is
so
that a little bit of
so just have a positive outlook on life. Just go about life in a positive manner, happy manner, joyful manner. Mental health is on 10 if possible. That's where the bracelets come from with the positive energy bracelets. Just to, give y'all protection, give y'all positive energy, and just to help y'all live a happier, healthier life.
wow, thank you.
Yes.
And for people that may not know, what would your products be good for specifically?
So I love to help men with struggle beards. So my claim to fame actually is an alopecia growth serum, which helps with slow grow, no grow areas of the hair. It helps for women and men, but I love to cater to the men. So I help with beard growth. I help with hair growth. I also have a bald head and facial system because all the men that don't want to grow a beard, it's like, what's going on with me? So my products also help with taking care of the largest organ of the body, which is the skin. So the facial system works with that. I have a pheromone oil because I'm bringing back love.
Okay.
It's called Ladies Man, and it smells different on the man than it does on the woman. They both use the same bottle, and when they come together, they create their own scent.
Wow.
And then I also have black seed oil and moringa soap, which is good for our body as well.
Okay. And where can the people find you?
You can find me at pogrooming.com. I love to vend with all of the Greeks. I'm thinking about some sororities. So ladies, if you like to buy stuff for their men, please look me up. It's at info@pogrooming.com. I'm out of Charlotte, North Carolina, but I love to travel.
Hey, you have it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so So where people can find you and stuff like that. And is this your brand right here? Okay. So you have Pharaoh, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Pharaoh Merritt.
Pharaoh, nice to meet you, man. I like the A. You're strong. We love it. So I felt some of your product right here, man, and this is some great texture. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Absolutely. We pride ourselves in quality merchandise. So we have the Chanel patch on top of the soft cloth sweatshirt. We have different colors, different cuts. So we just branching out, just expanding our brand, and we love the proud HBCU grad. We want to do our best to showcase and celebrate those that graduate from HBCU.
Okay. And what HBCU did you graduate from?
Alabama State University.
Alabama State.
Go
Okay,
Hornets.
okay. Go Hornets. All right. And so can you give me a little inspiration behind it?
Yeah, actually, Tanya and Bruce, my partners, we saw during the pandemic that, about the social injustice and things of that nature.
Yes,
so everybody
yes,
was
sir.
Black Lives Matter and so on. And so we wanted to we saw an avenue for us to really showcase, be black, buy black, and be proud to be black. And so that's how Proud came about. And so HBCU, of course, we know HBCUs are on the rise, and people now are being more open-minded, and we have athletes considering HBCUs. And at the end of the day, we want to celebrate and showcase those that graduated. And then we went on to, for those that didn't graduate from HBCU, they want to support, we branched out and did support HBCUs.
Yes, sir.
So for those that didn't attend and those that wish they would have attended HBCUs, they now you can support.
Wow. And how long have your business been running?
We're going into our third year, so we're looking forward for homecoming. So get ready, because Proud HBCU grad is coming to a campus near you. So get ready.
What can people expect at this homecoming with y'all?
Some fresh new product. We now have the Divine 9 inspired colors, as you can see, through to the bruh. So just new merchandise. Keep coming up with hot stuff.
And where can the people find you at?
You can find us at Proud HBCU Grad on Instagram, Facebook. Our website is proudhbcugrad.com.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your
Appreciate
time,
you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yep. So you have Pharaoh, and we here with Respected Roots. And can y'all tell me your name?
Respected Roots, this is one half. Jared Patterson right here. How y'all doing?
And I am Jason Hawk, is the other half. You got 100% of Respected Roots here in the building. Peace.
We love it. So I'll pop it off. We was talking, and you told me about this nonprofit. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Appreciate it, Fennell. Yeah, man. Respected Roots Brotherhood Initiative. Respected Roots Brotherhood Initiative is the nonprofit where we work with young men, grades 9 through 12, to teach them life skills outside of the classroom. Teachers have a hard enough time as it is just getting the curriculum through. So my brother, myself, Jason, and myself, we take it upon ourselves to make sure that we telling these young men that look like us the options that they have outside of high school. So we're really passionate about that. We were raised in a way that our families taught us that it's important not to just give money or to give things. The best thing that you can give to somebody, the biggest gift, is your time, because you can't get that back. So we both passionate about that. Me being from Detroit, Michigan, seeing how life can go left if you let it. My business partner being from Milan, Tennessee, man, and we don't want these guys to go the quote unquote traditional route. So we want to show them older Black kings. We want to show them Black greatness. So that's one of the things we do through the nonprofit.
And you mentioned Nashville, so Tennessee specifically. I was in Nashville, and this is how I even got here, because I bought the products in Tennessee.
Opry Mills.
Yep, Opry Mills. So can you
Okay.
explain a little bit about your store out there?
Sure. Well, we have 12 locations. We started out as an e-commerce. My brother and myself started the business back in 2015, so we've been in business for 8 years. Basically out of necessity. Jared wanted to make a product for his skin and his hair that wasn't currently in the marketplace, that was naturally curated with the ingredients that we wanted to use, that we knew that would benefit our hair and skin. So we started there at that point, and then in 2020, we decided to expand it, give our customers an alternative to actually have a place where you can go in, touch, feel, smell the products. And so we opened our first pilot location in Lenox Square Mall in Atlanta, right? 2 years later, 12 stores later, Opry Mills happened to be one of them in Nashville. That was the only location we put in Tennessee because that was my home state. Wow. And so my nephew, our family, Patrick, was the operator of that location, man. We've been going strong, man, and we don't have no intention of slowing down. We just continue to expand the brand, get bigger. It's no longer about he and I's Respect the Roots. You are Respect the Roots. All of your viewers, all of your audience, they're Respect the Roots, because it stands for understanding your culture, respecting who you are as a person, empowering each other as brothers and sisters and as human beings, man. So if we could do those little simple things, life is much easier for all of us. Yeah.
So y'all a team. Obviously y'all team is bigger, but like two Black folks, Black men specifically, how do y'all keep this close relationship to keep this going? You know what I'm saying? Because they say we greedy, and
well, I'll let bro take that.
That's what they say, man. I'm glad you asked. You know what I'm saying? Sir. This is my brother right here, man. Even though we got, we come from, he's from the South, I'm from the North. We got the same values, same family. And we've been asked this question before, and I do like getting this question because they don't ask that question when they don't ask Bill Gates how he got along with Steve Jobs. You know what I'm saying? They don't ask Larry Page how he got along with the other creators to create Google. So there's no reason that I can't work with my brother, man. When I see young Black kings, I love them like I love myself because I know the odds that we faced against. And this is something that we have in common even before we met each other. And I can sense that in you too, man. So even before we met each other, you know what I'm saying? Just looking each other in the eyes, I just love to see Black greatness. and I love to dispel the rumors that's out there. So excellent question, man. If bro want to add to that, he definitely can.
You said it all on that one. You know, that's why I threw it over to you because I knew you was ready for it. I knew you was ready because we've been asked that question, man, throughout the years that we've been together, and it's amazing how they target African Americans to ask these particular questions, right? But when you go and speak to people like he said, Bill Gates and some of the other CEOs who started their businesses, I don't know if they were asked. I'm not certain, but I'm not sure if they were asked how does it feel to work with another white person, you know, another white man. And as the brother said, you know, when we first started this, man, the grassroots movement was to get out here and not only introduce our brand and educate our men about products because we've all been negated since youth. Big Mom and Mama gave us Vaseline, told us go outside and play. Our sisters learned about self-care, right? But while we was out traveling and introducing our brand, we also wanted to do it with our brothers, right? So we can dispel, as he mentioned, dispel the myth that we can't work together, that we're savages, that we can't communicate, we don't know how to articulate ourselves, we're not strong businessmen, right? We want to show that, man, and want to do it in silence, in unity, and that's what we did.
And so also with the grooming and everything, why is it important for us to keep up with our beards and things to that nature?
Because when you feel better, you do better, man. Everybody want to be fresh. They want to wear whatever they think the latest trends or the latest brand is. But there's no brand better than your skin, the skin that you are in. You have to take care of it. So through the nonprofit and even coming to do shows like this, we help to educate our men, our young men and older men, on how to care for their beards, how to care for their skin, and on grooming regimen. It's sort of a taboo topic that men don't think is manly to talk about. Sometimes we talk to youth that their father didn't give them any shaving tips, or we want to dispel that as well. You don't get a second chance at skin, right? You don't get a second chance to take care of yourself. So we want young men to start doing that as early as possible. Let them know it's not cool to be dry, not cool to be ashy. You know what I'm saying? And we got the best products on the market that fight against that. Yeah, all natural products that hydrate the skin and get people to look their best with the skin that they in.
Would you like to add to that?
No, that was look. What he said is accurate. Like I said before, bro, we wasn't taught. Now we're doing our part. I mean, even with our non-for-profit, he and I didn't start this. There's been plenty of people that's gone before us, pioneers who've gone out and paved the way. This is just how me and bro run our race. You know what I'm saying? So we grab the baton and we choose to run this way. As you mentioned, you found us here because you are informed with us and connected with us through our newsletter. We have so many different platforms where we like to connect with our people, genuinely and honestly. We ain't got time for airs. We're going to tell you what it is, and we're going to show you how to do it if you're willing to learn, because we've taken these steps ourselves. And this is free game. This is free game. What my man say, 444.
I was going to ask a question about the newsletter, but I mean, you pretty much said it. So basically, when I bought the product, y'all had the newsletter, and I'm trying to figure out why is that important for y'all to give all of this information to people that, don't really know much.
Bro. Sharing, because he and I, they're within this industry.
Yes, sir.
There's thousands of beard oil creators, right? True. Now we're the first to create an entire line: skincare, hair care, shaving, body products, beard care products. We was the first who thoroughly put this together. But we wouldn't be in this space where we are if it wasn't for our consumers, if it wasn't for our followers on our social media platforms, if it wasn't for people like yourself coming out here to meet us, talk to us, right? So you guys are the ones who have catapulted our business, our brand, us as men, right? Us as leaders in this community. So why not give back, right? So if this experience that we have, King, he makes all the products, so he's sharing grooming tips. I do business. I'm sharing those tips because I understand if you're trying to do a business, whether if you're in media, whether if you're in healthcare, whatever it may be, we all still have those same steps that we come short of sometimes, just because we're unfamiliar with it. But if somebody break down the game, you're gonna listen to it if you're really about that biz, right? That's why we did the newsletter. Man.
You want to add to that?
No, man, bro said it best. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, I like what y'all doing. I guess the last question, where can people find y'all at?
Respectedroots.com, man. Respectedroots.com is where you can find the products, the nonprofit rrbhi.org. Subscribe to the newsletter. Since that's how we found you, you can do that by visiting the website. There'll be a pop-up window. Enter your information, your email address to get that monthly newsletter that goes out around the 21st of every month. Then we got our other handles as well. Social media, bro.
Respect the Roots is going to be our IG, our Instagram, and Facebook platform. Also on Instagram, our non-for-profit, which is RRBHI 2020. If you're on TikTok, I told you we're trying to reach everybody. We're dot Respect the Roots. And if you're on Twitter, it's Respect the Roots 1.
Well, y'all here from Respect the Roots. Make sure y'all come through and shop with them. So thank y'all for y'all time.
You already know it, anytime, blood.
Yes,